The Prime Initiative.
Go watch the film. It's amazing. I loved it. Now, let me explain why. This is a direct sequel. It's not a remake. None of this woke shit in there with character swaps and all that identity politics bullshit. This movie is badass. It has none of that. It's a direct sequel. So, if you haven't seen the first one from, what was it, 1988, Tim Burton's Beetlejuice, watch the first one. After you watch the first one, you'll definitely enjoy the second one. And for a narrative perspective, okay, they do explain everything. All the questions that you may have had in the first one, they'll explain on the sequel. I have to say the Tim Burton is amazing, um, a genius when it comes to many things. When he made Beetlejuice in 1988, it definitely paved the way for so many different films. One thing about this particular film is that it's a love letter to all of the 1980s films, especially its own, right? So those of you who may remember, or if I'm dating myself, those of you guys who haven't seen movies in the 80s, they had amazing narratives, but one particular thing that was different in the 80s was the soundtrack. A lot of the times when you're watching, regardless of what film it was, whether it be an action film or an adventure film or a horror film, sometimes it will bust out in some particular love story song. Um, 1980 films were iconic for that. It doesn't matter what type of film it was, it will break out into some type of music. And they do this in this film. It was amazingly done. A lot of surprises in there, but definitely go watch this film. Doesn't have any of those identity politics or woke bullshit, and they make it quite clear. Again, this is a direct sequel. Go watch it. I don't want to spoil anything about this film. We're actually playing the trailer here, but it's amazing. Go watch it. Can't say enough. Had a great time. More than likely, watch it again.
The Prime Initiative.